and welcome to YarnGasm. I'm Kristen, and this is episode 184. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back, and if you are a new viewer, thank you so much for checking out my podcast. This is a podcast about knitting, spinning, and hand-dyeing yarn in Brooklyn, New York, where I live and I'm from, and I'm so glad that you are joining me today to chat about all the crafty things. But anyway, we have a YarnGasm Ravelry group, which if you have not joined, please do. There's lots of lively chatter happening in there, lots of awesome people, and it's the place to be if you want to participate in any of our ongoing knit-alongs that I am hosting. And yeah, so how's everyone doing? I have a show for you guys. It's a two-pager. I have 2 pages of show notes here. So first things first, I just want to do a couple of housekeeping notes. So the only housekeeping notes that I have this week are regarding emails and the best way to contact me. If it's regarding the podcast, I highly recommend that you either leave a question or comment in the YarnGasm Ravelry group, or if it's personal or you don't want to make it public, please feel free to email me at voolenvineyarns@gmail.com. Same goes for any questions regarding my yarn, Voolenvine yarns. The best way to contact me and get a quicker response is through email. Voolenvineyarns@gmail.com, and I will leave that here in the down bar. I only say this because I have been getting questions and email and business questions on, oh, we have a kitty, via Instagram and PMs on Ravelry. And I will be honest, I am horrible at checking my Ravelry mail and Instagram. I will respond to you more quickly if you just email me. That is what I check the most. So just FYI, otherwise, there's a high chance that I'm not going to get back to you right away, and I just want to make it easier for everybody. So, yeah, email is the best way to contact me. Okay, so Bella has decided to say hello. Say hi. It's been a while since you've been on the podcast. What have you been up to? What have you been knitting? What have you been destroying? Yes, I know. It's all so exciting. Yeah, this is her new thing. She loves sitting on my lap now. So if I'm not paying attention to her, she just hops right up on my lap. Anyway, so yeah, other announcements that I have, something that's very, very exciting that I posted about on Instagram and all over social media and my website and Ravelry yesterday, is that I will be having a trunk show at Do You Knit in Westfield, New Jersey. The lovely Karen Posniak contacted me and we decided, yeah, let's do a trunk show. So I'm very excited about that. That is going to be happening March 19th, which is a Saturday. So I hope you guys can make it. This is the second place that I will be doing a trunk show. Before, it's always been at Gauge Intention, so I'm very excited to be leaving the city. So definitely stop by if you can. And yeah, I just really look forward to meeting you and hanging out with Karen and everybody who shows up. And I hear there may be some emergency snacks. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, rumor has it. Make of that what you will. But anyway, more details to follow soon. And I just want to, Karen, if you're watching, thank you so much for inviting me and having Voolenvine yarns in your lovely, lovely shop. So yeah, and the other thing that I wanted to mention is my Wildesmeer pattern. I will be releasing the pattern March 1st, which is not a podcast day at all. I think it's a Wednesday or a Tuesday or Wednesday. It's a Tuesday. So March 1st, which is a Tuesday, I will be releasing my shawl pattern that I've been working on, or I finished, but that test knitters have been so wonderfully working hard on. But here's the pattern, or the shawl, I should say. And it's just a simple triangular, it's just a traditional triangular lace shawl pattern, and it has just a simple textured eyelet pattern going throughout the body, and then it has these shell motifs which actually kind of remind me of mermaid tails diving into waves, which has this very traditional kind of applied border, which I will admit I'm not a huge fan of applied borders, or I have never been, well, like since I started doing applied borders. I've never really been excited about doing them because they generally take a long time to do, and I was apprehensive about including an applied border on this pattern, but I was like, I had this vision of a shawl in my mind, and I was like, I have to make it happen, regardless of how long it's going to take. But I will say that the applied border on this shawl flew by. I don't know if it was because I designed it or whatever, but I felt like I was able to complete it in 2 days. So, well, maybe 2.5. But anyway, it went by very quickly, and I'm curious to know what my test knitters thought of the applied border. I know many of them, I've gotten excellent feedback from my test knitters, and so yay, awesome, thank you to everybody who's test knit the pattern. You are amazing, and I hope you enjoy your lovely shawls that you get to wear now. And yeah, I could not have asked for better test knitters, so thank you. But I'm very excited that I'm going to be releasing this, and I do want to do a giveaway for the pattern to celebrate its release. So I am going to create a thread in the YarnGasm Ravelry group, and whoever would like to enter to win a free PDF download of Vildesmere, just leave a comment in the thread letting me know. I'm trying to think of a really fun prompt. Since it's ocean themed, have you ever knit on the beach? And if so, what are your favorite projects to bring along with you to knit on the beach with? So yeah, even if you haven't, just leave a comment. If you were to knit on the beach, what project would you bring? Or why you wouldn't, I don't know. Just leave a comment in the thread, and I will not announce a winner on the podcast, only because the release date won't be a day that I am recording. So I will just close the thread on the release date and use a random number generator and choose a winner. So good luck, and I look forward to hearing your responses. And yeah, so okay, that's exciting. Yay, awesome. I think it's time for a tea break. What do you think? So yeah, it's a lot of talking in the beginning of podcasts, I find, just getting all the general info out there. But yeah, tea break. So today my teacup is, in this lovely little mug here, is some Celestial Seasonings gingerbread, which is slightly out of season. It's almost spring, but it's still good. I still have a box of it, so why not? I was feeling a little gingerbready today. Oh, so good. Okay, so, we covered that. And then, yeah, I just want to mention knit-alongs that I am hosting. So I think I'm going to host a knit-along for the Vildesmere. I'm also going to host a knit-along for the Vildesmere pattern as well. So I will mention more about that in the next episode. But in the meantime, I am hosting the Box of Socks Cal, which is ongoing through up until January 1st, 2017, which is a whole year knit along. And if you haven't joined, please do. It's a lot of fun. The minimum pairs of socks that you must knit to enter to win a prize is 12 pairs. So, you can knit as many socks as you want. There's no limit, sky's the limit, however many socks you can possibly knit within a year. But there is a minimum of 12 pairs. And if you want to knit 2 pairs per month, 3 pairs, 1 pair, what have you, half a pair, there's no limit to that either. As long as you have 12 pairs of socks by the end of the year in a really cool box of your choosing, that's the rules. That's pretty much all there is to it. And yeah, I will also be giving away a prize for the most creative box. And here, if you missed it, is my box for my socks. So it's in this lovely paper chase file box, I guess you can call it, but I love it. And so far I have 2 pairs of socks inside. And this week I can add another pair because I finished. I guess I'm moving on to, no, there's something else that I wanted to mention. I'm getting ahead of myself here. But yeah, so there's the box, but I will be adding another pair after I show you what's off my needles in the next segment. But the other knit along that I want to talk about is the Waiting for Rain Cal, which is kicking off March 1st, 2016. So that's coming up. I had ordered yarn from the Woolen Rabbit. I'm still waiting for it. It has not arrived yet, only because it's dyed to order yarn. So fingers crossed it gets here by March 1st. If not, no big deal. But anyway, just to let you know, that's a 1-month knit along that I'll be hosting. And it's a pattern by Sylvia Bobilvia. and yeah, it's a paid for pattern. So definitely check it out. And the other knit along that I'm really excited about joining, and Katie from Inside 23, a lovely podcast that I think I mentioned a couple times on the on this podcast. She's absolutely lovely, and I've really been enjoying her podcast. And she's hosting a Harry Potter knit along, and I am the first to admit I am the Muggle of the Harry Potter world. It's one of those things where I wish I was into Harry Potter as much as many of you are, but for some reason I can't really get into it. Like, I've tried listening to the books, I've tried watching the movies, but it's just not resonating with me. I don't know. Hence, I consider myself a Muggle. But at the same time, I really wish I was in on the fun, if that makes any sense. So I feel like the only way I can participate in this fun is by joining the knit along. So I am going to be casting on something Harry Potter inspired. So stay tuned for that. It might be a pair of socks, but I'm very excited, to be joining the knit along. So, and yes, Katie, which I had no idea I had been pronouncing it Katie. It's such an American thing to pronounce T's as if they were D's. And Katie just sounds so much better. That is my British, what do you call it? Impression. So I almost wish I could talk like that normally, but yeah. Anyway. It's so fun to do that. But anyway, Katie it is. And yes, so if you haven't watched her podcast, definitely check it out. It is awesome. And she sews the most amazing things as well. So anyway, yes, those are our knit-alongs. Join them and yay, awesome. Okay, off the needles. As I teased before, I do have something off the needles. I finished my monkey socks. Yay! And these are the monkey socks, a free pattern by Cookie A. And some of you had actually contacted me regarding the monkey socks. I had mentioned that they are a free pattern, and if you go to the Ravelry project page for the pattern info, what have you, it seems as though you have to pay for them. I believe they're $6 on Ravelry, but if you go to the knitty.com site, they are free there. The only reason they have a paid-for version is because they are part of Cookie A's book, Knit Sock Love, I believe it's called. So with that, you get an extra size option. So that's the only reason why they offer it as a paid version as well. And it comes as part of a collection. So just to clear that up. But otherwise, it's a free pattern on Knitty. See, I did it again. Knitty. .com, and so now I'm going to pronounce all my T's like T, like mitten instead of mitten. Well, I never say mitten. No, only certain words. But anyway, okay, now this is going to drive me crazy. Thanks, Katie. Okay, yeah, whatever. But anyway, so yeah, my monkey socks are done, and this is hand-dyed on my footsie base, which is BFL Superwash Blueface Luster plus nylon fingering weight on my Love Song colorway. In my Love Song colorway. And you guys, I love the way these knit up. I just think of feathers when I look at it, because I just love the way the pattern just works so well with the colorway, even though it's variegated, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I did the fish lips. I did a cuff down 1x1 ribbing with a fish lips kiss heel and just a Kitchener stitch grafted toe. And one thing that I wanted to mention, just PSA, full-on disclosure, I know I mentioned that I was going to do a tutorial of some kind on the fish lips kiss heel, only because I had been getting a lot of requests on how to explain it. It's a long pattern, or there are many pages to the pattern, and a lot of you find it very daunting. I totally get that, and I wish I, could offer more help, but because it's a paid pattern, I feel like I don't want to, even though I would probably just be showing you like how I do the twin purl stitch and the twin knit stitch, and not giving away the main aspect of the pattern, I feel like it would not be ethical on my part to do that, since it is a paid pattern, and the pattern is only $1. It's highly affordable, and you get all this info, and like I said, you only need 2 to 3 pages out of the entire thing, and there are videos out there that show you how to do all those stitches. So I feel like it would be a moot point for me to do that. So I just want to say that, I apologize for any confusion or misconceptions, and I will not be doing a tutorial of any kind on that pattern. So I just wanted to get that out there, and yeah, so anyway, moving along. Yay, another pair of socks for the box of socks. And yeah, and as I mentioned, every week, just that group keeps growing and growing and growing. And if you have not checked out that Ravelry group yet in the YarnGasm group, check it out. It's so inspiring. So, you know, if you're like, I'm not a sock knitter, I don't know if I want to do this, just go check out the thread. It's so inspiring, and there are a lot of socks being posted in there. So yes, and the other, that's all that I have off the needles this week. But another thing that I have been working on, oh, well, you know, I did cast on another pair of socks, of course. These are not Harry Potter related, but I've been eyeballing this yarn for quite some time. It's been in my stash, not too long, but I've been kind of, you know, knowing that I wanted to cast it on pretty soon. So I cast on my, this is Knit Picks Felici, and it's kind of getting blown out because of the light. But this is Knit Picks Felici in the Tea Party colorway. And one thing that I noticed, a lot of knitters have been saying when they work with Felici, there are at least two colorways, or colors in a colorway from Felici that are really similar to each other. So I don't know if you can see this, but these two minty green colors are very similar to each other. And it doesn't, honestly, like, it doesn't bother me at all, but I find it very interesting how with a lot of their Felici colorways, that is a normal occurrence where two colors are just very similar to each other. Anyway, I thought I'd point that out. But yeah, I'm doing a contrasting heel, cuff, and toe with these, like I did with my gingerbread, my Jinx Yarns gingerbread house socks. And this is just Knit Picks white, plain white, nothing fancy. And yeah, so I powered through these really fast. So yeah, these are on the go, and as usual, I'm knitting on my my Knitter's Pride Carbons on US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter needles. I think these are 32 inch or 40. I don't know. I'm guessing 32. I don't know. Debatable. But anyway, that's one thing on the needles. And they are living in my Mina Makes project bag with all the kitties. I actually got together with Jenny and Jacqueline and Tanya this past weekend. We met up at Brooklyn General, which I'll talk about later. But we were sitting around the table, and me and Jenny pull out our project bags, and they were like twin matching Mina Makes project bags. And we're like, nice. And so, yeah, that was really fun. And oh, I think I forgot to mention, Mina has actually, the last time she was here, she generously donated another project bag to give away. So that will be another giveaway prize for one of the knit-alongs. I haven't decided which yet, but yes, that will be another lovely giveaway prize. So thank you, Mina. And I love this project bag. They're so well made. If you have not checked out Mina's shop, it's called Mina Makes on Etsy. Check it out. She makes lovely, lovely project bags. Okay, next up, and this is something that has kind of been on the back burner for a little bit, and living in my Chiagu project bag with the llamas, and this is my doodler. And yeah, I guess you can kind of guess why I've been inspired to pick this up again. Not that I had dumped it or anything like that, but where's that? I thought I heard the cat over there, and then I look and she's not there. So anyway, I'm hearing things. Anyway, but yeah, my doodler is coming along, and I have a lot of ends to weave in, as you can clearly see. But it's coming along, and I love the way it's knitting up. I think I have maybe about three more wedges to go. 3 or 4, I don't know, but yeah, here it is, and it's lovely. It's so fun, and I'm having a lot of fun. And this part is super simple to just knit, go back and forth, back and forth. The one thing I will say is that my stitch count was off by 10 inches, and I was already, I think, like around here, and I'm like, I'm not frogging this back. I'm not frogging this back. So I'm gonna be sneaky, and every other couple of rows, sneak in a couple of make ones, and yeah, hopefully that'll just work out. Otherwise I'm gonna cry. But anyway, so far so good. It's working out, and you know, because I only have I think I have 3 more stitches that I have to sneak in, and we're all good. So and yeah, this is I'm knitting it out of my hand-dyed yarn, Voolenvine yarns on the Volca base, which is a 4-ply merino nylon cashmere blend. It's super soft, and yeah, this is the main color A is Enjoy the Silence, which is highly speckled, and color B is Venus Flytrap, which the same color I knit my Vildas mirror out of. You can see it better here. And then color C is, I was going to do Succulents because I think it would complement the greens a little, you know, it would make the greens pop and the purples pop and go really well. But now I'm kind of toying with the idea of doing it in Moondrop. I don't know. I'm kind of tossing around a couple of ideas, but anyway, let me know what you think. Should contrasting color C be Succulents or Moondrop? If you guys are familiar with my colorways, maybe I'll insert some photos of them here so you can judge for yourself. But anyway, so yeah, this is where I am, and I'm knitting this on some bamboos, on my Clover bamboos, US size 4, 3.5 millimeter. So yeah, loving the way that's working out. So yes, back into the project bag it goes, and no spinning to speak of this week, guys. I did, Dennis had a late night at work, and I had dyed some fiber that day, and I was like, you know what, it's midnight, let's whip out the hackle. So I took the hackle out, and I posted about it on Instagram, so I don't know, you probably have seen what I made. But yeah, I just had like a midnight hackle session and had a lot of fun with it. I made like a big nest of this, and this is a combination of superwash merino, Polwarth, silk, and stellina, and I just really love the way it turned out. It reminds me of fire almost. Well, when it was on the hackle, it reminded me of like a flame, or just like, yeah, it was just really, really fun to make. And then I also made these, which I really like the way this one turned out. Yeah, just like the contrast of the greens and the oranges, and yeah. And I think I showed this one to you guys. I already made that one. So yeah, they're growing like triples, so I may have to unload some of these on some of my friends, but anyway. Yeah, I have to dye up some more and actually order more fiber because I think I'm fresh out. So yeah, it's just a little side hobby that I'm doing right now. But otherwise, I really need to pick up my spindles, my spinning wheel, which is over there. You know, yeah, and give it some love. But otherwise, yeah, that's all. And what else? Sorry, I'm just thinking. I'm looking at my show notes right now. Okay, I guess sewing. Sewing is next. And you probably noticed that I am wearing my new Anna dress that I sewed this past week. And I sewed this on Friday. I had finished updating my shop, and I was feeling a little burnt out, and some fabric just came the previous day, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna give myself the afternoon off, relax, rejuvenate, and sew myself a dress. And I am in love with this thing, you guys. It is my first experience sewing with double gauze fabric, which it's unlike cotton at all. It has more give to it. It's not as stiff. It's very soft and very gauzy. I don't know. I can't really describe it. But yeah, I mean, it just has a very nice hand to it, and very easy to work with, and just comfortable. I mean, it's like, unlike, you know, I have two other Anna dresses that I've sewn out of 100% cotton, which is like almost quilting fabric, but yeah, it has more movement to it. It's like a lot less stiff, if I can describe it. And I want to live in this thing. I have been living in it. Like, I think I wore it 2 days after I made it. And yeah, it's just, I could just sew all the things in jersey and double gauze now. So very excited about that. And this fabric has little, if you can't see there are these little gold metallic bees, which I think are adorable. And what else do I want to say? Yeah, it's like a beehive print. It's black, and then there's like teal and lavender and white kind of like beehive printy things all over it. I don't know. That's the best way I can describe it. But the fabric is actually by Japanese import, and I can't remember the exact name of it, but I purchased it from, where was it? I think, fabricworm.com, which is a really great site. They have a lot of, if you can't find it on fabric.com, you can probably find it on fabricworm.com. So but yeah, they have a really great selection of double gauze fabrics. And yeah, I just purchased some more fabric to make another one. I hopped on Mood, which I've never purchased yarn fabric from before, but they were having a sale on Liberty fabric, and I had to jump on the opportunity because I would love an Anna dress made out of Liberty fabric. But I had what fabric did I buy it out of? I think it was. Yeah, oh, I think it's a lawn that I purchased it out of, or voile. No, I think no, a poplin. So it is cotton, but then I posted. I was talking with Isabel from the Fluffy Fibers podcast, and she mentioned if I do make an Anna dress out of Liberty fabric, I should definitely consider lining it because it is relatively sheer fabric, and I've never sewn lining in anything before, except for like project bags. But yeah, when it comes to garments, I've never sewn in lining to any garment whatsoever, so I could not think of a better way to learn. Granted, I probably will be practicing on other fabric first before I break into the Liberty because it's absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait for it to get here. But yeah, so that is coming down the pike. And then also, I am going to be making a macaron dress by Colette. And if you have not seen this pattern yet, it's absolutely stunning. It has like a contrasting fabric insert that you can include with it. And I purchased some lace fabric from Brooklyn General when I met up with Jenny and Jacqueline and Tanya. I actually saw the dress on a bust in the shop, and I was like, I want to make that. So I inquired about the pattern. They actually had it there, and they had some really stunning lace fabric. However, I purchased the main fabric from mood.com, which is going to get here, and that is going to be made out of voile in this really kind of pewter purple colorway. So that's going to be exciting. But this is the fabric that I purchased. I will try and post a photo of the actual pattern here so you can see what I'm talking about, but this is the fabric that I purchased for the insert. It's going to go, so it's probably going to be like there, and then the contrasting fabric is going to be here. So to give you a little idea. But yeah, I've never sewn with lace before, so this is going to be a really interesting experience. So anyway, cannot wait to do that. And yeah, otherwise, I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, so that has been my experience or adventures in sewing this past week. And I can't wait to share with you next week what I come up with. So that is it for sewing this week. I am probably going to move along to shop update. I just don't have enough time this week to do Ask Away. But yeah, this week I'm having an international friendly shop update on Saturday. What is it? I'm looking over at my calendar over there from the lovely Jenny of the Tiny Paper Foxes podcast. She got me this really awesome Edward Gorey calendar. So I keep all of my dates there. It's wonderful. Thank you, Jenny. But yeah, the shop update will be on Saturday. Oh goodness, a car alarm is going off. I'm sorry, I'm gonna pause. Sorry, I had to pause right there because we had a car alarm going off, and I thought it would be rude to just talk through it. But anyway, I will be having an international friendly shop update this Saturday, February 27th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you can make it. And yeah, let me show you what I will have in the shop this week. Okay, I've been dyeing a lot, guys, so there will be a lot in the shop. Upon popular demand, I dyed up some more Violet Star Galactica, and this is it on my narwhal base, which is a superwash Blueface Luster plus silk plus cashmere blend. It's 3-ply, which it's the same yarn that I knit my Vildesmere out of. So that's going to be in the shop. I'm going to have some more Gashly Crumb, and here it is on Volca. I will have it on various bases, guys. So yeah, Gashly Crumb. I will have some Myth. And I will have some Come On Barbie, Let's Go Party on Blitzed. See, this one came out a little more blue than pink. But I like when that happens sometimes. Nice little variation of it. I will have some Malbec. This is a lovely wine color. And let me see, I will have some Outlander, of course. Here it is on Footsie, which is the same yarn that I used to knit up my Love Song, my monkey socks out of. So I just love when it does that, like it speckles over there. And then I will have some Love Song, which is when I knit the same colorway as my monkey socks. So there's that. And then let me see what else am I gonna have. So I got that. I think that's, yeah, those are all the color. Oh, I will have some Pandora, which Molly from A Homespun House is currently knitting her socks out of, and I love the way they're knitting up. I don't know if you've checked out her Instagram feed yet, but yeah, she's knitting a pair of socks out of these, and I kind of want to cast on a pair for myself because it's so fun. So yeah, that will be in the shop, and I think that is it. I will be dyeing some more yarn today and tomorrow, so there will be some more colorways in there. But anyway, that's what I have to show you today. I hope you can make the shop update. Again, it will be on Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, I hope you can make it. Another housekeeping note, I will say, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the beginning, but yes, if any questions or comments regarding my yarn and Voolenvine yarns, please email me at voolenvineyarns@gmail.com. Again, I rarely check my Ravelry mail, and if you ask me on Instagram, chances are I'm just not going to see it right away. I answer relatively quickly to all my emails, at least within 24 hours, if not sooner. So, yeah, just to get that out there. And I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, so trunk show at GU Knit in Westfield, New Jersey, on March 19th. So please come. I look forward to meeting all of you and just hanging out. And yeah, just stop by and say hello. And otherwise, so I'm just gonna move along to Blather, where I talk about what's going on in my life, and if you're interested. And yeah, so as I mentioned, last weekend I had met up with Jenny from the Tiny Paper Foxes podcast, Tanya from the Knitting Spring podcast, and Jacqueline from the Brooklyn Knit Folk podcast. And we all met up at Brooklyn General, which is a yarn shop in Brooklyn, if you haven't guessed. And it's one of my favorite places to hang out and knit and shop. They have a lot of Madeline Tosh, lots of Rowan, lots of fabric. And yeah, we just met up and hung out, knit, shopped, had a really, really lovely time. And then we went out to eat afterwards, grabbed some lunch. And yeah, it was just a really lovely afternoon. And then what else happened? Yeah, Dennis played a show, I think that Friday. The Friday before Dennis played a show, I went to see his band perform, and they were great. And then after, when was it? On Saturday, after the knitting hangout, Dennis and I had gone out to eat. We had some Indian food, and then we went out to see our friend DJ at this bar in our old neighborhood, which was a lot of fun. I really miss Greenpoint, honestly. Like, there's something about it that, if you've ever been to Gage and Tension, you've been to Greenpoint, and you get a sense of the area. It's very quaint. It's almost like Stars. I wouldn't say Stars Hollow like the Knitmore Girls, but it definitely has that quaintness about it. Lots of hipsters, lots of restaurants, but there's always something going on, and there's definitely like a sense of community there. Bushwick has its thing. I love Bushwick. They have a lot of great restaurants, but sorry, my camera ran out of memory. But yeah, so anyway, I really do miss Greenpoint, just like the vibe and the energy that's there. And Brooklyn definitely, Bushwick definitely has a similar feel to that, but at the same time, it's still kind of rough around the edges. I feel like you still have to walk to certain areas to get to like the civilization and the liveliness, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I do love our new neighborhood, just in a different kind of way, if that makes any sense. But anyway, yeah, and otherwise, I am excited about putting together the Gory Yarn Club packages. That is starting to happen right now. I have all my materials gathered, and just having a lot of fun with it. So I'm very excited about that, and I hope you guys are. So I think that is it for this week. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Happy knitting, and I will see you next time. Bye.